Throughout my years, I have cultivated a long list of places I choose not to go anymore. Either because A, I've had a bad experience with a place and I choose not to go anymore, B, I feel like it's only one health violation away from causing the next bubonic plague, or C, I feel like the moment I step foot in there, I'm going to die and they will never find my body. This includes places like Chuck E. Cheese, any strip club, the entire state of Wisconsin, Connecticut, and California, any Whole Foods, and Applebee's. And for the longest time, Applebee's did reign supreme, but that was until one challenger in 2016 took the belt home in a sweeping landslide, and that was Beaches. For context, in 2016, I would find myself in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on a summer trip that I was taking with a bunch of friends. I guess out of all cities in Florida, it's not the worst to end up in Fort Lauderdale. God forbid you end up in Miami, where the worst thing that could possibly happen to you is you end up dead, and the best thing happens is that you leave with a stab wound. But Fort Lauderdale's not that bad. The only problem I had was that the shops next to our hotel were very predatory with pricing. Like, these people were outright just scamming you. There was like this small bottle of sunscreen that was half full and it could barely cover your pinky finger, and they were charging $30 for that. I'm pretty sure most of these shops even charged you to use the bathroom. So either way, if you need to take a leak, you're spending 20 to $50. Either you buy something or you pay the $20 up front. Which is more important to you, having a t-shirt or emptying your bladder? And it's just really ridiculous. Like, some of the stuffed animals down there were like $60. It was ridiculous. And like, the only reasonable thing down there was Hooters, in which Hooters is a chain and it's priced reasonably, I guess. But at the end of the day, the food wasn't that great. And so after we had done all our shopping and seen how predatory these ma and pa shops can be, we decided to put on our swim trunks and walk the beach. The biggest mistake I made was that I was walking this beach barefoot, and among my group of friends, I was definitely one of the pastiest, skinniest people there. I kind of looked like the ghost of a boy who drowned eons ago and was just haunting the beach looking for his corpse, asking if anyone's seen me mother. I don't know why I'm British, but apparently I am. And while we're blaring Little Yachty, having a good time, people are looking at us weird. You know, that song that goes skeet skeet yeet yeet, put it on repeat. It comes on. We're having a banger of a time. But as I start straggling behind my group, I like quickly try to play catch up. But it's in this game of catch up, I made a fatal error. I didn't see where I was going. And when I planted my foot down, I felt something gooey slide across the sole of my foot. And I thought, well, the sand isn't wet because it hasn't rained yet. The rain wasn't supposed to come until like another hour after that. And so when I lift up my foot to see what was stuck to the bottom of my foot, I am disgusted to see that someone's used condom was splattered all over the bottom of my foot. And I kind of just look at it like, this can't be real. This can't be happening to me. Why, God, why do bad things happen to good people? And with that, I start fainting and barrel rolling myself into the ocean to try and baptize my foot and purify and sanitize it from some degenerate's children gripping to the bottom of my feet. I'm pretty sure there was enough cum in that condom to impregnate shark eggs 500 miles off the shore. I'm pretty sure somewhere a penguin smelt how foul that thing was. And after I get thrown back to shore by the ocean's tide because it had enough of me being overdramatic and trying to drown me, because that's what the ocean does, it tries to victimize you and pull you under. I get back to land, face planted into the sand, and realizing my group's not that far, I start crawling and begin walking towards them again, this time to be very vigilant on where I'm stepping so I don't step on another one, or God forbid, a used heroin needle. But it didn't matter how vigilant I was because, lo and behold, it happened again. This time, the condom was wrapped around my toe. Not wrapped around like a bow tie, like I was wearing it like a sock, like I was doing a demonstration in sex ed class. And I could feel my toe dipping into the gooey ooiness of some person's leftover excrement. And at that point, I was just done. I was very angry with it. I was very mad no one could tie off their condoms, or God forbid, do the bare minimum and throw it away. And so once again, I dive headfirst into the ocean, praying I drown this time because I'm tired of stepping in other people's condoms. And as I try and drown, I get thrown back to the shore again, And after that, I'm like, maybe we should head back to the hotel. We head back to the hotel, and I vowed I would never step on a beach unless I'm wearing a hazmat suit and some Timbs. But later that day, I did go back. We did go back, and I was wearing flip flops this time. I actually did see a lot of cool stuff on that beach. There was like a bunch of used CDs, a lot of them scratched beyond repair. I'm pretty sure I saw a crab walking off with a blunt. I saw some woman's used underwear, which I wouldn't touch with a 500-foot pole because God knows what contaminants are running rampant on those undies. Yeah, and there was also a lot of broken bottles, a couple heroin needles here and there. There was one guy doing the worm on the beach, and he was like heading straight for the heroin needles. It was kind of awkward. There was one guy giving like prophecies down by the beach. That was cool. He was like talking about how the end times are coming and how we need to fornicate with each other to save Jesus. Wild stuff. Florida's messed up. Moral of the story is, if you're gonna have sex on the beach, A, do it on a towel. B, tie off your condoms. Or C, at the very least, throw it away, man. Because then you traumatize little old me, who now has to want to wear a hazmat suit and the finest of Timbs on your beach to make sure I never get cum touching my skin that isn't my own cum. I hate beaches. They're disgusting. They're just pools of filth. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.